George Karl in his third year as the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. His team, the Central Division champions. They have won 11 in a row against the Orlando Magic. And his team has been through a lot of battles the last couple of years in the postseason. Almost did not make the playoffs last year. They had to beat the Magic in the next to the last game of the regular season to get there. And then took Indiana to 5 games in the first round before losing in a close game 5. And here they are with a chance to sweep the Orlando Magic tonight at TD Waterhouse Center. And it has been since 1986 that a Milwaukee team has swept an opponent. Doc Rivers getting his first playoff experience as a head coach in his second year. The Magic narrowly missing the playoffs last year to this Milwaukee team. And the Magic would love to turn this thing around. It's been a problem. As you can see, Doc Rivers has never beaten Milwaukee. He is 0-6. Actually 0-4 last year, 0-4 this year, and 0-2 in the playoffs. So he's lost 10 straight to the Milwaukee Bucks, 6 times this year.
Well, it only takes one, David, to turn that around very quickly. As I have mentioned before, you're never behind in a series until you lose a game at home. To this point, the Magic have not done that. They're hoping to reverse the bad fortune they've had against Milwaukee in the last 10 years. Excuse me, last 10 games under Doc Rivers.
And the Bucks win the opening toss. Sam Cassell is matched up with Darrell Armstrong. He throws it away. McGrady to Outlaw. Armstrong for 3. So a steal and a 3 by Armstrong gets this crowd rocking early.
Darrell's going to be a huge key tonight, David. You know he's not healthy, and he's done a good job all season long of playing through pain. And we'll see if he's able to do it again here tonight. But that 3-point shot gets him off to a great start.
What's interesting is that Armstrong is guarding Cassell tonight instead of Armstrong on Ray Allen. So there's a switch strategically, defensively for the Magic.
Well, David, I would say there's a couple reasons for that. The first reason is, of course, I think Darrell Armstrong is used to playing and defending point guards. I think that's the first part of it. I think the second part of it has to do a lot with Mike Miller, because that is not a normal assignment for Mike, defending up and down the floor, that point guard spot. I think that's taken away from his offense. So we'll see if that's a factor here in this game.
Well, obviously the reason that Armstrong was on Allen and not Cassell to begin with is because Darrell's not healthy.
Right.
It's difficult to keep a quick guard like Cassell in front of you if you're not healthy. McGrady is short on the 3. Scott Williams rebounds for the Bucks. So Armstrong with his work cut out to try and keep Cassell from just running wild tonight. Both teams love to run. Armstrong steps back, partially blocked, but DeKirk cleans it up.
A lot of energy in the building, David. That's the way it should be playoff time. We saw that in Milwaukee. We're seeing it here tonight.
Scott Williams has been a major thorn in the side of the Magic in this series. Great defense by Orlando here. Pope has to turn it loose for 3. Excellent defensive work by the Magic, and a foul on Milwaukee. Scott Williams commits his first. Very important for the Magic to get off to a good start tonight, and they have so far in the first quarter.
Just trying to see if Milwaukee's going to try to double up on Tracy McGrady. They haven't to this point.
Oh, nobody there. Robinson in a race. Miller was there, and it's touched last by the foot of Mike Miller.
Tracy thought Darrell Armstrong was still there, and Tracy saying to Darrell, where did you go?
Magic on top 5-2. We played almost 2 minutes in the first period. Game number 3. Milwaukee leading 2 games to none. Both of the first 2 games very competitive, and George Karl even says that it took great fourth quarter performances by the Bucks to pull out both games.
Well, the Magic were right there in both of those games, David. You saw a veteran team do veteran things in Milwaukee, and that's what they did.
The Bucks trying to take advantage of the injured Armstrong, but Darrell doing a great job on Cassell, and the rebound, Miller. Miller, coast to coast, missed the shot. 3-on-2. Cassell to Allen. Outlaw fouls it.
Mike Miller thought he got hit on the other end of the floor, David, and wanting to talk to the officials about it. Still wondering why he's not on the free throw line.
Allen shot 13 free throws on Wednesday night in game 2. And is 15 of 17 against the Magic in this playoff series.
We'll see how much listening to the coach, Doc Rivers, the officials have done here since game 2. As soon as Tracy McGrady takes it to the basket and there's a little bit of contact.
Bucks go into a trap and take it away from Armstrong. Robinson throws it away. Turnover number 2 on George Karl's Bucks.
Scott Williams is there to double team Darrell Armstrong as soon as he brings the ball across the floor. Bo Outlaw is going to have to make himself available.
Kirk is inside with Cassell on him. Let's see if the Magic go there. Instead, Miller shoots for 3. Offensive rebound for the Kirk. 3 Bucks surrounding him, and a jump ball is the call.
We'll see if Ray Allen had some arm on this one or not. Andrew DeClercq working real hard on the offensive glass. The Magic get it back anyway. Doesn't matter. New opportunity here.
Miller defended by Allen. Pope is on McGrady. T-Mac shoots the jump shot. Drills it. First points for McGrady. He kind of cruised along in game 2 the other night for the first quarter and then turned it on late in the first period.
Yeah, he did a good job, David, of getting other people involved. Definitely.
Scored 22 points in a row when he did turn it on. Cassell missed the shot. Williams caving through the lane. Cuts the lead to 1. That's what Scott Williams has been doing throughout this series. Looking in for Outlaw. Robinson struggles defensively. He got some help that time. And Miller with the floater. Too strong. Rebounded by Cassell. Cassell pushes it. The baseline shot is short, and the rebound picked up by Armstrong. Magic have numbers. McGrady pulls up and launches. Long rebound to Miller. Under the rim, lays it in.
A lot of energy on that offensive end of the floor for the Magic. You know, if you're going to give up some offensive rebounds, you have to find a way to get some yourself. And the Magic have done that here in this first period.
And they have out-rebounded the Bucks 7-5 in the early going. Allen intercepted by Outlaw. He's got Armstrong ahead of the pack.
And Darrell Armstrong not going to be able to dunk that one. Did the proper thing there. Just lay it off the glass.
And you can tell he is hurting, Goose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it, David. But
that's a tough guy. Scott Williams. Outlaws there again. Bo doing a great job on the boards early.
You know, it's interesting because Darrell Armstrong doesn't want to make an issue out of the injury.
Allen slams it in to cut the lead to 3.
A lot of energy on both ends, so that leads to turnovers, David. Magic with 3, as well as Milwaukee. I don't know why. I guess watching that Minnesota game just a minute ago on TV. But both teams turning the ball over.
Oh, my goodness. Hooks it in from McGrady. Outlaw steals the inbounds pass and a foul on Williams.
They want the flagrant foul. I don't know if it's going to come, David. They'll get both 2 free throws here, but it's not going to be a flagrant. And I think that's a good non-call.
Outlaw
that's the first shot. Now watch the defensive play right here. Takes this away. He'll get You're not going to see the foul, but it wasn't a flagrant foul. No doubt about it.
It is the second personal foul on Williams, so he is going to have to come out of the game as Outlaw misses the first of 2. All 5 Magic starters have scored just over 5 minutes into the first period. Everybody is involved offensively. Irvin Johnson checks in for Milwaukee. Orlando still leads by 5 with 6:35 to go in the first. Allen against Miller, double team. Stumbles out of there with it.
Now he will pull up and shoot the jump shot. That's his game right there. That's what he does. He creates shots for himself. He's clever enough, and he's just not good enough. And he can get a shot when you least expect it.
He's averaging 22 and a half in the series. McGrady can have the 3 if he wants it. He takes it for 2. And that's just what Pope was hoping. Outlaw hustles down the loose ball, and it's now McGrady. To the Clerk. He fumbles it. Bad decision by Tina. Nice decision by Allen. And the Bucks with their hustling play after the shot will get it back. Look at Allen finish in transition. It's a 1-point lead for the Magic. After 1 period of play at TD Waterhouse Center, the Orlando Magic lead the Milwaukee Bucks 24-23. A sellout crowd here at TD Waterhouse Center tonight, and boy, a lot of tickets were sold in the last 4 or 5 days to get to this sellout point, showing that these fans are still excited about NBA basketball here in Orlando, despite the fact that the ball club did not make the playoffs last year, lost Grant Hill this season, had tough times early this year, but finished number 7 in the Eastern Conference, lost the first 2 games of a best-of-5 in Milwaukee. They come back home and get this kind of reception. It has to be heartwarming.
Well, it is, David, and for a young team, it makes all the difference in the world to look up there and see a sold-out building. So that should be good for some extra points for the Magic, no question about it.
Mike Doliak, and there's a foul on the rebound. It's on Milwaukee.
Well, that's a loose ball foul. It wasn't in the act of shooting, so the Magic will take the ball out of bounds. Tim Thomas picks up the foul. Watch under your basket. Here's Tim Thomas. There's Monty Williams. Watch as they get tangled up down low. And Tim Thomas just locks him up and throws him out of there. So that was in the act of shooting. So Monty Williams does get
1 free throw.
1 free throw. And another miss. Mike Doliak pushed off going for that one.
That foul on Doliak, I think, is his 3rd. Nope, it's his 2nd personal. Mike's father, I saw the orthodontist father of Michael Doliak, Philip Doliak, in the building tonight. Michael's mother, Marge, unable to be here out in Portland.
Well, you know she's watching.
Just to say hi.
She watches every game.
Tim Thomas guarded by Monty Williams. Hunter off the screen, shooting his first field goal of the game. Cuts the Magic lead to 1.
The Magic missing some great opportunities on that free throw line, David. Yeah. Well, you can't say how much that figures into a game like this. Hopefully it won't come down to that at the end of this game, but free throw shooting is magnified this time of the year.
Hudson hands the ball over to Miller, who came in for Darrell Armstrong. Doliak out to Garrity. Marvin Ham runs at him. Good defensive sequence by the Bucks. They take it away from Garrity. Thomas fouled by Monty Williams. So the Bucks go back to the line where they've made 9 of 10.
A lot of action here. Pat Garrity could have been called for a foul right there. It didn't happen. Lindsey Hunter could have been called for a foul on the contact as he came up with the steal.
John Amici has checked in for the first time tonight. Free throws a huge factor in the game. Thomas adds another for the Bucks. Sunshine will have game 4 of the series if necessary on Tuesday. Check your local listings for tip-off time and live pregame coverage. Magic Bucks game 4 if the Magic win tonight. Thomas shoots the Bucks back into the lead.
Tell you one thing Milwaukee's done that has been real impressive and real effective for them. They have blanketed Pat Garrity. He's made shots when he's had them, but he just hasn't had a whole lot of them.
He's the second leading scorer on the ball club in the playoffs. Hudson finally does turn it over after almost turning it over a couple of times. Lindsey Hunter shooting for three, got it. And the Milwaukee Bucks build a 4-point lead. Turnovers and missed free throws are killing the Magic in this game.
Timeout, Magic.
All of Orlando proud of Tracy McGrady, the Auburndale native, named the most improved player of the NBA. On the Dodge halftime report, an exclusive interview with T-Mac. So stay tuned. We'll also recap the first half of this game on the Dodge halftime report. McGrady back in the game for the Magic. Garrity, Miller, Amici, and Hudson on the floor for Orlando. John Amici defended by Jason Caffey. Amici gets into the paint. Nicely done. Lays it in.
Well, you know, Milwaukee, their defensive theme is they don't want to help. So John Amici gets to work one-on-one there.
Brady is on Thomas. Cross court to Hunter, who has made 2 shots already tonight, but this one is an air ball.
Got to score on this kind of play. This goes a long way. They already fell down for shooting the air ball. You get a bucket here, and it just really magnifies it.
They go to Amici again with Caffey on it. Amici gives to Hudson underneath the rim. He got Ham off of his feet, and he's in there too long.
3-second violation.
Difficult spot for a 6'1" man to be with the tall timber surrounding him.
Well, and John Amici had just made a basket, so he probably should not have elected to give it to him. Obviously now that the turnover comes, but probably should have taken the shot.
Turnover number 9 for the Magic. Milwaukee has turned it over 7 times, and they lead by 2.
Both teams with 11 points off of the turnover.
Bucks give it to Caffey, back to Hunter. Caffey sees an opening, feeds to Ham. Ham throws it down. Boy, some pent-up injury there.
Yeah.
Energy rather. Darvin Ham, who was injured for most of the season, getting his first playing time in the playoffs tonight. Hunter all over Troy Hudson. They're defended by Ray Allen. The short jumper is good.
Well, I think Mike made his mind up long before he even made that first trip to the basket. He had to get a couple points.
Allen tries to get it back and does.
He's so good. So good.
Both players were well defended. Allen and Miller. Ray Allen now has 10 to lead all scorers in the game. Lindsey Hunter holding Troy Hudson. That's 2 shots automatically.
Yeah, that's a dead ball foul. Ball out of bounds. So that's a dead ball foul. So Troy Hudson gets 2.
Now, Hunter had him locked up, literally. Darrell Armstrong on the exercise bike to try and stay loose.
Troy's just going to have to give the Magic some good minutes here because I just don't know if Darrell, he played that whole first period. And the way he's injured, he's going to need a breather.
Troy Hudson now 2 out of 3 on the line. The Magic as a team are just 2 of 7. They trail by 2 with 8:38 to play in the period. Hunter sets it up with 8.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Allen running off a series of screens against Mike Miller. Dumps it inside to Caffey. Caffey up and under. Amici blocked it from behind. Garrity for 3. Thomas the rebound. Hunter the fast break, stops and pops for 3. Long rebound is saved by Ham, but he's out of bounds. Nice hustle by Pat Garrity.
That's the kind of plays you're going to have to make. Darvin Ham was there. He's high energy type guy. We saw that on that dunk he had where he almost brought the rim down. Ray Allen finally gets a breather. Well, he will at the next dead ball. Sam Cassell back at the scores table.
Cassell and Armstrong wait to check into the game. That's a foul on Caffey, holding John Amici. Team foul number 3 on Milwaukee.
Be nice if the Magic can get the Bucks over the limit, get some more opportunities from the free throw line, although they have not made a whole lot of them. There's Gerald Armstrong back into the game.
Hudson did a pretty good job. He got a little careless with the ball there early in the second quarter, but by and large did well. Amici takes the jump shot. Caffey the rebound with 7:40 to go. Now Cassell and Armstrong back in the game. Hunter is defended by Mike Miller, who gets all of that shot. They put Cassell in the post against Armstrong. Inside, and the foul on Garrity. This is going to be a flagrant.
Now, well, they are going to call it a flagrant.
Referee Bennett Salvatore, who was out here on the perimeter, came in there quickly with the call. Boy, I don't know about that.
Well,
that's a quick whistle on a flagrant foul.
Well, you're right about that, David. Technical foul on Doc Rivers also.
So a double whammy.
So 3 free throws will be coming to a team that shoots 79% on the season. Missed the first one.
Cassell 15 of 16 in the playoffs before that miss. And now Ham will walk up there, a 59% free throw shooter. He'll get 2, and Milwaukee will also get the ball back. Ham bricks the first.
Man, he missed that one bad, didn't he? Remember back, the Magic went to that hack-a-ham defense in one of those games against Milwaukee. He hurt the Magic. He was 7 of 10 from the free throw line in that game. They get just 1 point out of all of that, but they do get the basketball back and an opportunity to add to it here.
I'm quite sure that flagrant designation will be rescinded, but it won't help the team tonight. Hunter drives on Miller, gets help from Outlaw. Lindsey Hunter gives to Caffey. Caffey jumps over the top of McGrady, well defended by T-Mac.
Well, good help by Tracy McGrady. Once again, you have to score on these, David. The defense does a great job, and you get a rebound and opportunity to go.
The Bucks could have gotten 6 points out of that trip, but they only got 1. McGrady gets Ham off his feet. Easy rebound for Darvin Ham. It bounced to him. Sam Cassell missing long. Armstrong starts the fast break.
A lot of missed opportunities. Tracy hasn't had it down on the low post very often.
A little bit out of control, and there is a whistle as Outlaw dunks the ball, but a foul first against Milwaukee. And they are not at the limit, so the Magic won't get free throws either.
Good job, Tracy. He sees just a little bit of opening there.
All body from Darvin Ham. That's his first. A lot more contact there than on Garrity's flagrant foul call. They've got Ham on McGrady. Outlaw made this work against Robinson in game 2. Though, little jump hook too strong and a rebound Robinson. Outlaw had 17 points in game 2. Blocked by Amici, his second block shot of the night. McGrady pushed by Robinson. And he'll shoot a pair.
Now, John Amici with a couple big blocks down there, David. Defending the paint well for the Magic.
Playing with great effort, as are all of his teammates. But they still trail the Bucks by 3 with 5:57 to play here in period number 2. McGrady on the line when we come back.
The Magic had a 5-shot advantage over Milwaukee because they were protecting the basketball. Now 45-43, so Milwaukee got the better of the Magic as far as field goal attempts in that second period.
And in games 1 and 2, the Magic averaged only 10.5 turnovers per game. They have 13 in the first half tonight here at home. Too much energy maybe early on.
That's one of those Mike Miller needs to go on and jump right into Ray Allen when he has him up in the air and force the official to blow the whistle. He has to understand he's playing against an all-star, and they're not going to bail him out if he's shying away from contact.
A quick putback cuts the lead to 4. A foul on Miller. Allen on the floor. He must have got whacked in the face. He's cupping his face.
Now that came on a pass, actually after the pass was made, so I don't know for sure what happened there.
Maybe he got a finger in the eye.
Yeah, there it is right there. There's the foul. Did get the finger to the eye. And fortunately, Ray Allen was okay.
That's personal foul number 3 on Mike Miller. Allen coming off a poke screen.
Oh, man, 3 white shirts.
To shooting over the top of everybody. Miller moves in a step. Leaves Allen short. The rebound, Scott Williams. Miller now 3 for 9 from the field. McGrady with the steal. McGrady. DeClerc with the dunk. But Mike Miller is going to have to make some shots tonight.
Yes, he is, David. The Magic needs someone else to step up and spread that Milwaukee defense. Boy, they are all back in the paint trying to force the Magic. Just going to see if they're going to be able to make a jump shot.
Robinson has had problems with McGrady and does again. T-Mac with the block. McGrady calling for the ball against Pope. Almost got pushed out of bounds, but darts the ball cross court to Armstrong. Good ball movement by the Magic, with Milwaukee reacting well. And there is the foul on Scott Williams, sending T-Mac to the line.
Well, that's why it's important for Tracy to continue to go on to the basket, David. I mean, he's going to get good things to happen for him when that jump shot's not falling. Go on and take it to the hole. Use that all that tremendous talent and force the foul.
McGrady 3 out of 4 on the free throw line in the first half. Sunshine has Gator women's softball action tomorrow when Florida will host Tennessee. Game time set for 2 o'clock, live only on Sunshine. McGrady misses the first of 2, tries to cut the lead to 3, and done. 12 points for Tracy McGrady, averaging 34 in this series against Milwaukee. Robinson shoots over to Clark. 4-3. Glenn Robinson not having a big series, but a timely shot there to give the Bucks a 6-point lead again.
Yeah, he has made some timely baskets, David. Just when you think you got him struggling.
And the Bucks make big shots, it seems, at a very important time. McGrady gets 2 back the hard way.
That's a tough shot there, wasn't it?
But Milwaukee is in the lead in the third quarter. Armstrong picks the pocket of Cassell and puts it in.
Well, Sam Cassell just stuck it right in front of Darryl that time. He just took it right away from him.
Armstrong giving him problems again. Help comes defensively, but too late as Cassell fires in the jumper over Darryl Armstrong.
Well, he just makes big shots, doesn't he? Just keeps making big shots.
Almost as if to say that you can't get the best of me twice in a row. McGrady lost the ball on the way to the bucket. He had Pope beat. Williams running the floor, blocked by DeClerc, but a foul. Personal foul number 3 on Andrew. He thought he got all ball. Let's get another look. Good block.
Yeah, got a lot of ball. Must have had some body there.
Williams on the line for the first time tonight, shooting 86% during the regular season. And now 4 out of 5 in the playoffs.
Well, that's a career high free throw percentage for Scott Williams. He's in the midst of working on a new contract for next year.
Well, the rebound came off so hard it gave Milwaukee a chance. Robinson is in and out to Clerk the rebound.
Scott Williams on the final year of his contract here, so he's planning for a new one.
Well, he makes about $4 million a year on his current deal, and he should get at least that much from somebody. Outlaw dunks it. Orlando's down by 3.
Well, they still are attacking Glenn Robinson, aren't they?
Going right at it. Allen to Williams. And the Bucks answer again. And a foul on DeClerc, his 4th personal. DeClerc challenging the jump shot on the baseline. First, another look at the outlaw play as Robinson gets beat along the baseline.
Pat Garrity coming in for Andrew DeClerc there. Not a lot of contact on that one.
Pretty good acting job by Williams. Free throw is no good, however. Milwaukee leads by 5. Again, the Magic hanging with the Bucks, but trailing in the second half. Williams with 3 personal fouls defending outlaw. Armstrong losing it on the way up, taken away by Allen.
Well, he loves the 3-point shots in that situation right there.
Williams misses short, and Armstrong kept it alive for Miller to get it. Milwaukee still up by 5. Pope doing a good job on McGrady. T-Mac using an outlaw screen, gives it back to Bo.
Oh, that's an ugly set right here, David.
Armstrong gets around Allen, scores to cut the lead to 3 again.
The pretty part of it is the only thing that matters, and that is the ball went in the basket.
It's a great individual play. Cassell's 3 is no good. Good hustling rebound and a foul on Cassell, who goes after Outlaw. And Scott Williams now gets into the fray. Darrell Armstrong pulls him away. And the Magic can't afford to lose anybody. Doc Rivers in the middle of it. Tempers flaring in the 3rd quarter in Orlando.
I don't think that's enough to lose anybody. Scott Williams will get a technical foul, and at least one player for the Magic will get a technical.
Williams wasn't even involved in the altercation or the argument. It was Cassell.
The officials will talk about it. Scott Williams, I think, will get one, David, because
certainly.
you're right. He was not in the mix.
Here's another look. Good hustling rebound, and then Cassell and Outlaw get tangled up. They have word. Now here's Scott Williams comes in there.
And watch Darrell Armstrong. Watch Darrell. Watch Darrell Armstrong.
Says, get out of there, Scott.
And then they do a little dance here. Tracy McGrady might get something there.
No punches thrown, certainly just a lot of pushing and shoving, but Williams should not have been in there. And Armstrong thought very strongly the same thing. He pulled Scott Williams out, and then Robinson went after McGrady.
Robinson and Tracy McGrady, they've had some words anyway.
Well, Robinson is angry at McGrady for what we talked about earlier. The comments that T-Mac made, calling him Big Puppy instead of Big Dog. T-Mac has really put the clamps on Robinson all through this series defensively. So maybe Robinson trying to get his licks in there due to frustration. So we'll see what the officials come up with. There's the comparison head-to-head tonight. This should be interesting.
Well, Bo Outlaw and Cassell got involved in it first. So we'll see if they get a technical just for getting everything started.
Well, there should be a double technical right there.
Yeah.
And that's where it should have ended if Scott Williams had kept his nose out of it. Armstrong then pulled Williams out, so Darrell got involved. And then away from all of this, McGrady and Robinson. Robinson tried to start something with Tracy McGrady.
Well, they're ready to resume play. We'll find out what happens.
I don't see anybody going to the locker room. Paul Kennedy is going to straighten it out for us.
Announcing here, they'll cancel each other out. 3 tees aside, David. First for the Bucks, Sam Cassell, Big Dog Robinson, Scott Williams, they all get tees. McGrady, Armstrong, and Bo Outlaw all get technicals as well. So those tees cancel each other out. There is also a foul on Sam Cassell that led to all of this melee. So nobody's headed to the locker room. You're absolutely right, David.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing that this three-man officiating crew could have come up with to offset all the technicals, and essentially you have a personal foul on Sam Cassell and a whole lot of pushing and shoving.
Well, the key is all those guys have technicals now, so you have to be sure. Now, Tracy needs to go right to the basket. He's going to get the whistle here. He'll get a whistle if he goes to the hole.
Up to Garrett. He is decked and will shoot 3. Robinson ran at him, and Garrity hits the deck. Will go to the line with a chance to tie up the score.
Tracy did a great job there, David, of making a move towards the hole. I mean, that is huge, just simply because now the defense has to come back, and that frees up Pat Garrity. Now watch right here. Here's the screen, and watch, he's going to come right down in here. He'll pass it out to Garrity, and Glenn Robinson's going to come, but that all starts with T-Mac going to the hole.
Well, Milwaukee, as you would expect, really focusing on McGrady tonight, so he's going to have to get some help if Orlando is going to send this to a game 4.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Garrity drops in 2 to cut the lead to 1. These are the first points of the night for Pat Garrity. He has, as you pointed out, just had precious few looks.
Yeah. That
was the best look he's had tonight.
Well, he gets his 3 points here possibly, but not from behind the 3-point line.
That was long with rolling around and falls in. Well, maybe a change in fortune there for the Magic as Pat Garrity ties the score at 60. Cassell underneath the rim, blocked by Garrity. Outlaw and Cassell are tied up. Jump ball.
That's another one of these plays coming up, David, that you have to get. Bo Outlaw has to get this tip. It should go to D. Brown, or actually Darrell Armstrong and McGrady have a cup on that side. D. Brown and Pat Garrity have a cup on this side. And he hit it on the way up, so the Magic get it anyway.
Well, he made sure the Magic got it. Cassell did.
Tried to steal one.
You think he thought nobody would notice?
Well, it went out of bounds either way, so it would have gone to the Magic. Here comes that crowd. Big right here.
McGrady off the screen. Long. Robinson rebounds for the Bucks. 6.5 minutes to go in the third. The Magic had a chance to take the lead. Cassell with the ball in his hands. Allen off the double screen. Thomas for 3. McGrady way up for the rebound, but he lost it, and Thomas gets it back. Sam Cassell off of McGrady, picked up by Garrity. Long pass to Armstrong. Back to D. Brown for 3. Garrity hits the floor, no call. Cassell stops inside to Williams, and Williams gives Milwaukee the lead and a foul on the Magic. Boy, great chances for the Magic to take the lead. McGrady misses a jumper. Brown misses an open 3. And in a helter-skelter up and down the floor, the Bucks have taken the lead.
Now, David, it's been the story of this series. Missed opportunities for the Magic to take a lead late in the ball game. I think if they just get a lead late, that might be enough to get them over the hump. And I know there's a bunch of time left. It's just the third period, but a couple of real good looks for the Magic. Would not fall.
Well, I think we can expect one thing. They won't quit.
No, they're not going to do that. That's for sure.
They battled the Bucks throughout this playoff series. Garrity ties it up. finally freeing himself up for the three-point shot.
Now that's a nice job again by Tracy McGrady creating shots for him.
Robinson challenged by McGrady. Thomas way up for the rebound but couldn't control it. McGrady in the open floor. Scott Williams on Garrett. Again, the Magic a chance to take the lead. Brown for three. Armstrong takes it away from Williams. Garrity, great look from up top.
Oh, boy. All of a sudden, Garrity's found a couple good looks. And there's that lead I've been looking for.
He is a pressure player. 2 threes for Pat Garrity, open up a three-point lead for the Magic. Allen on Brown. Unguarded. Left it short. Armstrong goes and gets it. The crowd roaring. Brown shooting for three. Long rebound. Armstrong runs it down again. McGrady launches a three. That's short. Outlaw kept it alive, and it's out of bounds to Milwaukee.
Well, the shot selection is just not what you need right here. Well, you don't need to throw up all these threes, and I understand they're good shots, but the only thing that makes that a good shot is if it falls.
Or if it's Garrity shooting it right now. Magic really scrambling defensively. Thomas to Cassell. He's a big shot maker. Not this time. Ball tipped down front. Armstrong and Cassell scrambling for it. Cassell shoots it long this time. McGrady the rebound. Cassell almost took it away. Magic have numbers. Garrity again.
Down, Pat Garrity.
Oh, man!
Yeah, Pat Garrity.
He is on fire. George Karl takes timeout.
You made the call, partner, only if it's Pat Garrity shooting it. Tim Thomas is hurting.
When Garrity gets in that zone, you can turn out the lights, baby, because he's going to bring it home.
Boy, and he's not moving at all, David. There he is. A little bit of movement.
Thomas has had back trouble. We'll take another look here. He was stretched out for the rebound and then came down on the back of Garrity.
That's on that lower back. Now that has to hurt. That turned into this shot by Garrity. But that has to hurt.
Garrity has made 12 straight. We're going to take one more look at Tim Thomas. We've got good news regarding Thomas, but here's how he got hurt once again. And remember, early in this series, he had back trouble, and he falls on his lower back here. He did get up and walk off under his own power, and I think he gave the one-finger salute to some folks over there, Goose. I'm not real sure, but they were razzing him a little bit as he ran to the floor.
Was he just saying he's number one or something?
Might have been. But he's still in some pain. He's a tough guy, though. And he'll be back if he is able. The Magic have opened up a 6-point lead. Orlando's biggest lead of the night. This one has been tight. Neither team has led by more than 6. This whole series has been tight.
Gotta watch Ray Allen at the three-point line.
There he is. 4-3.
That's the one guy that scares me.
That's his first three-point shot made tonight.
But he makes big shots also.
There he sets a solid screen from McGrady.
Just like it when he goes to the basket, David. He takes it to the hole, Scott Williams is wide open.
Somebody got lost in there, and Allen found it. 8 in the quarter for Williams, 10 in the game.
That was Bo Outlaw's.
Oh, man. McGrady just got decked by Darvin Ham. And has some words for referee Joe Forte. Garrity fires the jumper. Outlaw tips it in.
Man, I don't know what happened there. Ham just kind of wrapped him up, didn't he? Brought him down. No call.
Outlaw gives the Magic a 5-point lead. Williams, no place to go. Great defense by the Magic, and a timeout taken by the Bucks.
And it will be a 20-second timeout, so Magic defense starting to pick up a little bit here, David.
Well, let's see McGrady again. I thought Ham, just with two hands, tossed him. Right there.
Oh,
I don't know what you'd see in that you wouldn't think is a foul. And McGrady finally said something to one of the referees.
Well, he doesn't like to do that, David. Very rarely does he complain, but
what part of that is not a foul? He asked Joe Forte.
I'm not sure, but Joe Forte didn't see the replay, although we saw it we thought we saw it on the initial play.
Well, yeah. Magic hanging tight. They lead by 5 with 2:21 to go in the
Once
fourth.
again, Ray Allen at the three-point line is the guy you want to watch.
Great challenge by Brown. Armstrong in there fighting for the rebound, and Brown picks it up. Darrell Armstrong just got enough of the ball to keep Milwaukee from getting it.
Now, if that's the shot Ray Allen's going to take, you have to let him take that one. Under pressure, falling away.
McGrady jumper, drills it. 7-point lead.
They are just picking on Glenn Robinson, boy. They are just picking him apart.
Campy in the game. Hands it over to Cassell. Tough shot, Cassell. Nothing but net. A 2-point shot for Mr. Clutch. He's been making big shots for years and years.
He has, hasn't he? And I remember he first came on in those 2 playoff championship runs for the Houston Rockets.
Well, he got 31 against the Magic in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. McGrady, count it!
He's just smoking Glenn Robinson. Just saying, Glenn, come on, let's go at it.
And this crowd is going absolutely crazy.
And they're going to give Glenn Robinson a big hook right here. Doesn't get much easier than that, I don't guess.
Brady at the line.
Got to make these free throws, David. Big part of the game down the stretch here. Now you look on the floor, Tim Thomas is a threat, Ray Allen is a threat, and Lindsey Hunter can knock down threes.
So Thomas back after he laid on the floor for a long time. Allen, Brown's got him pretty well covered. Outlaw got the block. Armstrong lobs it for Bo, too high. Out of bounds.
All right, had Tracy McGrady right there in the middle.
You think the crowd might have shot a hole through the roof if he dunked that one down?
I was going to follow right through him. I was right behind him, I should say.
Man, missed opportunity to get the Magic a 10-point lead.
Just can't miss those. Unless you come back and make another big defensive play.
Thomas. Tough shot. Rebound Johnson, he missed it. Campy is there.
Got to put him on the ground. Yeah, can't let him make the bucket. I don't care what happens now. You can't let him dunk it. Not at this stage of the game. Got to put him on the line.
Milwaukee, number 10, Sam Cassell.
Yeah, we just got a note that said Thomas lower back, questionable return, but he's already back.
So just disregard that memo.
Campy 2 out of 2 tonight. And is still perfect. The Bucks are 18 of 24 on the line tonight. Now the Magic 11 of 17. Well, see if the Magic can close out the quarter better than they did in the second, Goose. Campy cuts it to 6. Remember, it was the end of the second period when Milwaukee built the 6-point lead.
Now the Magic themselves with a 6-point lead here. Ray Allen with the foul on Darrell Armstrong. And the Bucks, I think, are over the limit. Yeah. So Darrell Armstrong gets 2.
Well, I tell you what, this Magic team has so much heart, it's unbelievable. And that guy right there sets the tone. Doc Rivers, the ever-optimistic head coach of the Magic, always believing his team had a chance. More than a chance. That absolutely they would win this game. There's a long way to go. They are certainly giving the Bucks all they can handle here in Game 3.
Well, Milwaukee, with their experience, David, you know, and I know, you can't count them out.
Sure.
But The Magic are not going to give it to him either.
Absolutely. Now McGrady is on Cassell. That means Armstrong handles Allen. And here is a foul. Oh, my.
Foul number 8, Pat Garrity.
Pat Garrity called for a foul away from the ball.
In second penalty situation.
His second.
No argument from Pat, and Pat says, yes, I did get him. Pat trying to get on top of the screen and holding on to Jason Caffey. Caffey shot 67% on the season from the free throw line, but he's knocking them down here in the playoffs.
5 of 5 tonight. Well, for all the action around the action, tune to Sunshine Network weeknight 6:30 for Sunshine Network Live. Pat Clark, Charles Davis give you the in-depth look at Florida sports, taking you into the locker rooms, the huddles, also getting the straight word from the coaches and the players. If it's happening in Florida, Sunshine Network Live got it covered. Weeknights at 6:30, only on Sunshine.
Now, David, Doc Rivers put Mike Miller back in the game right here. Now, if a shot presents itself to Mike right here in this last few seconds, I would be real surprised if he doesn't knock this one down. I don't know if he'll get a look. Tim Thomas is staying at home on it.
Hudson, a long three. 1 second left. And the best thing about that shot is it didn't give Milwaukee enough time to score at their end. The Orlando Magic 12 minutes away from extending this best-of-5 series. They lead the Bucks by 6, 80-74. The Magic in the third quarter, as you see, outscored Milwaukee by 12, and they shot 56% from the field. Meanwhile, the Bucks were 8 out of 23, 35% in the third period. And Orlando out-rebounded Milwaukee in the quarter, 14-9.
Yeah, so all of those things are very, very positive, obviously, David, and you just have to build on those, understanding here that Milwaukee very capable of making big shots. So your defense has to stay very sharp and limiting the Bucks to one shot will be huge here in this fourth period.
Well, Milwaukee has not won a playoff series since 1989, and they're finding out tonight how tough it is to close a team out. Lindsey Hunter has checked in, and another shot maker for the Bucks. Joining Cassell in the backcourt. Allen is still on the floor, so they go rather small with Caffey and Thomas. The Magic have McGrady, Brown, Armstrong, Outlaw, and Garrity. Both teams go small to start the fourth. McGrady pokes it away from Thomas. He dives to the floor. Great hustling play by T-Mac. The crowd giving him a respectful round of applause for his effort.
Now the Magic have gone big with Tracy McGrady on Cassell, but what's happening is they are switching every time they cross up high. And this is the one guy that is on his own here.
Brown, the veteran, does a great job on Allen. Cassell misses the shot, but a foul against the Magic, challenging Cassell on the jumper. Bo Outlaw. That is his fourth.
We've seen a lot of late calls on these shot attempts. Not that they're the incorrect call, but guys late rotating and getting there after the shot has been let go.
Cassell 4 out of 6 on the line tonight, averaging 21 per game in the playoff series. He now has 16 tonight. Milwaukee scores first in the fourth quarter. They have played 30 seconds. The Magic with a 4-point lead. Almost stolen by Allen. Good look. Armstrong back to McGrady. 23 for McGrady.
Nice bounce pass by Darrell Armstrong. Perfectly placed.
Brown doing a nice job on Allen again. Caffey, tough shot over Garrett. Outlaw the rebound, his 12th of the night.
Now you don't have to get in a run on a race here.
Armstrong had a notion, back to T-Mac. Off the glass, over Thomas. Magic lead by 8.
Now that's an advantage, a huge advantage right there. Cassell is going to be matched up on Tracy McGrady. Well, give it to him on the low post and get out of the way.
Allen wants Brown in the low post. They get in the ball. Turnaround jumper, short. Caffey pushing off on Garrity, gives the ball to Thomas. Spinning on Outlaw, lost it on the way up. Bo picks up his 5th. And the Magic cannot afford to lose Outlaw. He has played one whale of a game tonight.
Well, and you know, the real challenge for Doc right now is who you come with here. I mean, boy, this is a tough situation. He's going to come back with DeClerc because of his defense and banking ability around the basket. But, well, that's a tough loss right now.
Thomas calmly knocks in 2 free throws for Milwaukee. 7 points for Tim Thomas. We approach the 10-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Game number 3 from Orlando.
And even Ray Allen on the low post against McGrady is good, but once again, T-Mac takes the jump shot, which you might want him to go to the basket in that particular matchup.
Screen roll, Cassell and Thomas. DeClerc challenging the shot. Armstrong has it with 9:48 to go.
Once again, this is not a track meet right here. This is not a race.
12 on the shot clock.
They gotta go. 6 seconds.
McGrady will have to shoot it. He got it away in time. It's off the rim and
it goes down.
Cuts it up, T-Mac.
Oh, can that be a sign, David?
We've seen a couple like that tonight. The Magic build a lead back to 8. A raucous crowd at TD Waterhouse thoroughly enjoying this one tonight. Cassell is fouled on the shot, but it wouldn't have counted had it gone.
Well, this is probably the toughest shot he's had all night, David.
His third, 13th foul.
Well, I don't know. That's just touching it up right there, isn't it?
That's pretty good. And you know you got it going on when that goes in.
Once again, David, it's just hugely important for the Magic to defend that 3-point line.
Robinson comes off the screen. He got McGrady off his feet.
That's short.
Brown tipped it out to McGrady. Even when Robinson had a good look, he missed the shot. Brown is going to make one of these.
Yes, he is.
He is too experienced. He has been in too many big-time situations. He is a veteran, and he loves this Magic team. Finally getting a chance to play in the postseason with the Orlando Magic, and he has just given the Magic an 11-point lead.
Now, David, we talked about defense in this 4th quarter. The Magic have not allowed the Bucks to make any of their 4 field goal attempts, while the Magic have gone 4 for 5. Once again, you have to continue to defend the 3-point line.
Oh, great challenge by DeClerc, but he picks up his 5th foul. So Andrew DeClerc now has 5. Outlaw has 5. But you know, you play a game like this, and you don't want to leave any fouls on the table when the day is over. And so I don't think Doc Rivers really minds his team playing as they have played tonight, because it means they're playing on the edge.
Well, you want to stay aggressive, and for Andrew DeClerc, that's how he does it.
Milwaukee making a living on the free throw line again tonight. They are 27 of 33, while the Magic are 13 of 19.
Well, that's the story for the Magic every game, though, David.
McGrady over Robinson. Reggie Hunter gets the rebound with 8:20 to go. Thomas pulls up for 3. He got it. And just like that, the Bucks reel off 5 straight points and cut an 11-point lead back to 6.
T-Mac has to continue to go to the basket, David. He's not making jump shots.
There he goes. Cut off, though. Gets it to Brown. He made one from this spot, and he does it again. The 32-year-old veteran out of Jacksonville is coming up big in the fourth quarter.
Now that's why you want Tracy McGrady going to the basket. It may not be just for him, but you want him going to the hole.
Getting shots for other people. Brady has 7 assists tonight. Allen the floater. Garrity and Caffey climbing on his back will get the foul.
I mean, David, here's a look. Tracy McGrady going to the basket. I mean, watch right here what happens as we get a look at this one. Now look, Tracy's gonna go. He sets the screen. It goes over. And then watch how he goes, but he'll find D. Brown in the other corner.
Brown knocks down the 3. The telestrator brought to you by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burger. Armstrong weaving, floating, in and out. Rebound Caffey. 7:08 to play. A 9-point lead for the Magic. Thomas made a 3 a moment ago. Caffey.
Oh man, Andrew DeClerc gets the foul, but probably should have let Jason Caffey go right there.
Well, he was fouled out of the game with 7 minutes remaining.
His 6th penalty situation.
And that's the other factor with those fouls. The Bucks now will shoot free throws the rest of the way. 7 minutes to go.
Well, DeClerc fouls out in 14 minutes. He was productive, however, 6 points and 6 rebounds. Caffey is perfect on the line tonight at 6 of 6. He's 7 for 7. He was 1 for 6 in the series before tonight.
Well, David, you go all through the season and you hear people say you can't expect guys to be what they're not. Well, I think that's true until the playoffs. That's when you expect more. And Jason Caffey has given Milwaukee more here in the playoffs, just like that at the free throw line.
Those numbers up over the regular season. There's a foul, and we have not seen this call against Milwaukee in the entire series.
We really haven't.
Little touch foul on Tim Thomas.
But that begins with Tracy McGrady's aggressiveness going to the basket.
Only the 2nd team foul on Milwaukee in the quarter. Brady gets it in there again. Brown feeling it, lets it go. What about D. Brown? 3 threes in the fourth quarter.
Boy, oh boy. No hesitation on that one from D. Brown. Give me the ball. And the other part of it is he's done a pretty decent job on Ray Allen.
Absolutely. Robinson shooting over Garrity. Outlaw rebounds his 13th of the night. McGrady has Thomas isolated. Thomas takes a swipe at him. T-Mac fouled by Robinson.
Well, Tracy got hit in the mouth on this when he first caught it.
He recovered rather quickly, didn't he?
Well, Thomas makes a swipe after the ball. And there's the foul. But I just have to keep pointing it out, David. His jump shot's not falling tonight. Part of maturing, and he certainly has done that, so don't get me wrong, is to recognize that it's not happening from the outside. It is happening in the paint. And once again, if it's not Tracy that scores, D. Brown's gotten a couple of threes. Pat Garrity's gotten a nice open shot or two because of McGrady going to the basket.
D. Brown, a big story here tonight, and he's been often the beneficiary of McGrady's penetration dribble.
Sure.
McGrady gives Orlando its largest lead of the night with 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, game 3 in Orlando.
Three-point line. Three-point line. That's all I want to say. Defend that three-point line. You can give up 2, but you have to stay at home from 3.
The crowd chants, beat the Bucks. Goose chanting three-point line.
Yes.
Thomas takes it in.
Because that knocks the air right back out of you, and it gives the Bucks a lot of energy.
So they get to 2 instead and cut the lead to 10. McGrady against Allen. Back into T-Mac. And there's the foul on Ray Allen.
And Tracy McGrady needs not to get into head games now.
The 10-point lead for the Magic with 5:22. Number 12, not tonight, says the sign. And one of the reasons Orlando has been able to maintain a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter is veteran D. Brown, his three-point shooting, a huge factor in the fourth.
Well, you know, D. Brown shot one early in the game, David, that didn't go, but it looked good. I mean, he had his feet under him. He followed through, and even though it didn't go, it looked good. You just kind of felt if he stayed with it, he'd be able to knock one or two down. Well, he spotted up for a couple, and then he shot that last one off the dribble. So certainly D. Brown has been a big key here for the Magic.
Well, you talk about adjustments. One of the adjustments Doc Rivers has made here in the fourth quarter is he has made a decision to go with the veteran Brown rather than the rookie Miller, who has struggled to make big shots in games 1 and 2 in Milwaukee. And pretty good decision, it would appear right now.
Well, that's one reason you bring D. Brown here, is for this time of the year. And I know he's been lost to the Magic all season long.
Well, he's earned his whole paycheck here tonight.
Yeah, when you make the decision to bring D. Brown in during the offseason last summer, you had playoff in mind and a veteran that could come in and maybe lead some young players, either by example, which has been tonight, or encouragement on the bench.
McGrady now has made 6 straight from the line and is 9 of 11 on the free throw line tonight. Thomas, a good three-point shooter. McGrady tipped it away from Robinson.
And Tracy McGrady's hurt, David. Came down on someone's ankle. Wonder if Doc needs a 20 here. He's going to run the clock.
He's going to go to outlaw against Robinson.
Well, guess what?
Oh, he schooled him.
Guess what? So what's new about that? Well, I'll tell you what.
Outlaw's had a great game tonight, hasn't he? Allen into the paint, shoots over Brown. Count it. D. Brown committed the foul.
Well, not
individual play by Allen.
Yeah, but not the play you want to make if you're D. Brown. You're not a shot blocker. You understand that. But you get so excited, and you want it so badly to make it happen here.
No question about the contact.
Yeah, that's a big, just an all-star making a play right there. And that's what that's all about.
And Allen has 20 tonight. The three-point play cuts the Orlando lead to 11. They're over the 100-point mark for the first time in the series for Magic. Outlaw against Robinson again. Robinson,
that's not the shot Bo needs to take.
That'll go to the basket. Thomas, the flying dunk, cuts the lead tonight.
Got to take that one to the basket.
16 for Ken Thomas. Milwaukee trying to close out the Magic. Orlando tries to extend this series. Ham is on McGrady.
And he should be able to get a foul against Ham as well.
Garrity with Allen flying by. Inside of 4 minutes to play. The Bucks with the ball down by 9. Allen unguarded for 3. They cut the lead to 6. And Doc Rivers says, how can you lose Ray Allen? Quick timeout by the Magic to regroup. The Bucks coming back after they fall behind by 14 points. They're down now by only 6. Magic with the ball as they have that 6-point lead, but the Bucks are on an 8-0 run. Here comes a trap from Milwaukee. Armstrong keeps possession to Garrity. Garrity drives on Thomas. He got him off his feet. Puts it in.
Very nicely done, Pat Garrity.
He's known for his three-point shooting, but that's a great move by Garrity. Good challenge by Garrity. Ham. Oh, a foul on Garrity.
Foul number 8.
Boy.
Garrity.
That is a tough call for the Magic. Doc Rivers not happy about that call either.
Sam Cassell shooting 2.
You'll see Garrity right here. He just stays down. A little bit of a pump fake, touches that one up. Cassell knocks down the first.
Free throw number 37, now 38 for Milwaukee. They've made good on 32 of 38.
Well, it's amazing you're still in a ball game when it's that way from the free throw line. The Magic 17 of 23.
Magic have 9 more field goals than the Bucks. They lead by only 6 with 3:14 to go. McGrady off the glass. A rebound for Outlaw. Back out to the Magic's D. Brown, and Armstrong resets it. Bo has 14 rebounds tonight.
And Tracy McGrady will get 2 free throws here as Darvin Ham picks up the foul. It's going to be big here now down the stretch. It's going to be a free throw shooting competition here.
Well, you hope. You hope it's not a one-sided.
Well, you're right. You're right. I agree with you there.
McGrady, the one guy that has been able to get to the line tonight. Of course, he's the one guy taking it in there. And he is on a run now. He's made 7 straight and is 10 of 12 overall on the line.
Well, that was a huge offensive rebound for Bo Outlaw. We talked about offensive rebounds in this series, most of it directed towards the Bucks. So let's give Bo Outlaw a huge amount of credit for that rebound.
Nothing but net, and the Magic have out-rebounded the Bucks tonight, Goose, 44 to 42.
Now, it's still about protecting the three-point line.
Armstrong keeps Cassell in front of him, and that's all you can really do. McGrady goes after the rebound. An 8-point lead for the Magic with 2:40 to go. The crowd comes to its feet in Orlando.
And you don't want to get into this offensive set too quickly. Want to take your time. It's at 10 now, so you can go on and get started here.
Garrity open for 3. Here come the Bucks. Cassell centers it on the break. Armstrong falls down, no call. Robinson for 3. 10 points for Glenn Robinson. The Bucks cut the lead to 5 with 2:09 to go.
Well, I don't know where Bo Outlaw is, but Bo has to realize here now that he's the key. Well, he had Tracy McGrady right in the paint.
Nobody near. T-Mac with it down against Ham.
Got to get by Ham and go right onto the basket.
Tough shot. A rebound Cassell.
Oh, that was...
Magic lock up Ham, sending him to the line.
Well, that's the kind of bump your all-star always gets in that situation. Tracy McGrady took it to the basket just the way he's supposed to do, and they ride him out down low, and you just don't get that call. I mean, Tracy never gets that call. It's still a huge mystery. Just watch the arm on the lower body as Darvin Ham. Look right there. Now, that's supposed to be a foul. Next year, it may not, because that incidental contact may not be called, but we're playing this year.
Well, Milwaukee now 33 of 39, and Ham a 59% foul shooter in the regular season. 2 of 3 tonight. He can make this a 3-point game. And he does. So the Bucks have erased a 14-point lead in the span of about 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Ball kicked by Thomas with 1:40 to play in game 3. The shot clock is at 19. Doc Rivers sitting calmly on the Magic sideline. George Karl leaning against the scoring table on the other bench. The ball in McGrady's hands. And the foul. Milwaukee will argue this one.
Foul number 21, Darvin Ham.
Ham picks up his 4th.
His 4th penalty situation.
Well, Doc Rivers complained about the lack of calls against McGrady in games 1 and 2. T-Mac gets the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah. And he's supposed to on that play. When you consider the number of times when he hasn't gotten the benefit.
21-year-old, an incredible talent. 7th in the league in scoring in the regular season. Averaging 34 points per game in the postseason and has 34 tonight. He is the leading scorer in playoff basketball. And he's good again on the line, giving 35 for the night. Timeout Milwaukee with 1:32 to go. Subway sub of the game again, it's Pat Garrity. 14 points. in 26 minutes and 3 3-point field goals in the third quarter when the Magic overtook what was a 6-point halftime lead for Milwaukee.
Now, David, you would also like to force Milwaukee to use some time off the clock here before they get a shot. You don't want a quick shot. Pat Garrity has to step up.
Yeah, that's real easy for Ham as the Magic so conscious of the three-point line. They allow Ham to slip free.
You have to give up something. Tracy McGrady did the smart thing by not committing the foul.
Well, I guess you got to outscore Milwaukee to win this game. McGrady finds Outlaw inside. Ball, no place to go. McGrady behind his back to Armstrong. Jumper over Thomas, rattles off. Robinson rebounds for the Bucks with 1 minute to play. Magic leading by 3. Allen against Armstrong. Cassell had a notion for 3.
Now Bo has to stay at the line.
Robinson cuts the lead to 1. And the Magic will use a timeout. 49 seconds to go. And Milwaukee has scored 2 layups on their last 2 possessions. Well, we got a great finish here in Orlando. The crowd on its feet. The Bucks have come from 14 down. And even since that time, they've gone on an 11-4 run in the last 2 minutes. The Magic have 1 full timeout and a 20. The Bucks have just 1 full timeout left. Everybody on their feet. McGrady. Goliak checked in. T-Mac took it in. He did not score. 35 seconds to go. The Bucks with a chance to take the lead.
Got to get some stops here, obviously.
Brown is on Allen. McGrady defending Robinson. He's had his number throughout the series, but not this time. Milwaukee with Robinson shooting over McGrady has taken the lead with 15 seconds to go. And the Bucks stay with what they've had for the last 4 or 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
And the real thing here now is, once again, you have to send guys to the backboard.
Ball is in the hands of McGrady. Magic down 1. T-Mac to the bucket, puts it in, and the foul. T-Mac says that's what I'm talking about right there.
Well, I'm surprised he got the whistle, David. He just hadn't gotten it. Milwaukee has a timeout left. A lot of times veteran teams won't call it.
Well, I tell you what, even if the Magic lose, it's going to be on a last-second play by Milwaukee. You see the replay of McGrady's shot. And you'll just have to give the Bucks credit.
Yeah.
Because the Magic have made them earn it. But right now, they've got a chance, Orlando, to take a 2-point lead.
Now, they will burn a timeout, the Bucks. So we'll see what they got.
Well, that's a big free throw right there, Goose. 2-point game. Now, a 2-point shot doesn't beat you. The Bucks have to get a 3 to win in regulation, and a 2 would only send it to overtime.
So I'm wanting to put this thing to bed right now if I'm George Karl. And the 3-point line is the way to do it. So don't be surprised if they knock down, if they shoot a 3.
Is it over, or is there a game 4?
Once again, it's not necessarily the shot, it's the rebound.
Allen dunks it with 3.5 seconds to go. And the Magic called timeout. Or did they have one?
Yeah, they had timeout before they threw the ball inbound. So they have a 20-second timeout, and because they didn't throw it in, they will be able to advance the ball to half court.
What a finish in Orlando. 110 to 110, 3.5 left. Here we go.
And they are going to try to double team Tracy McGrady to keep him from getting the ball. Keep your eye on D. Brown.
Miller takes it. Miller, long shot. Off the front of the rim, and we go to overtime.
They double teamed T-Mac and said, someone else is going to have to beat me. It's not going to be you, Tracy McGrady. And Mike Miller couldn't get it to fall.
Magic get the tip. 110 to 110. The first overtime game of the postseason. McGrady shoots overhand. A tough break in and out. Armstrong had a piece of it, but it's picked up by Cassell for Milwaukee. Thomas on the drive. Tied up by Garrity and a foul. The Bucks go to the line again. They're 34 of 40 tonight on the free throw line.
Doc is pleading his case for his superstar. Tracy McGrady just not getting the whistle. Not going to get it. He's been to the line some tonight.
Well, he shot 16 free throws, but he's taken the ball repeatedly to the basket today. Thomas is 8 of 9 on the line. And he gives Milwaukee a 2-point lead in overtime. Bucks run and trap Armstrong. McGrady, who has 38 points. There's a push as McGrady spins to the baseline, and the foul on hand is his 6th, I think. I've got him with 6, and that's right. He fouls out of the game.
We'll see how they come. Lindsey Hunter might be the guy, although they might need some more size right now. Irvin Johnson is going to get the call.
Johnson, the team captain, has only played 8 minutes tonight. Rebounder, shot blocker, not much of an offensive threat except on putbacks. Thomas now defending McGrady. Brown for 3. Got it! Big shot by Brown. He's got 4 field goals tonight, all of them from beyond the arc.
Well, he's been huge. No question about it. Just need to find one stop somewhere.
Allen for 3. That's off. And Outlaw does a great job on the boards again to keep Irvin Johnson off the glass.
Well, it's been all about Tracy McGrady and what he can create for himself or his teammates.
Here he goes again. Swooping into the lane. Missed the shot. Outlaw couldn't control the tip. Thomas can't control the rebound. The Magic get it back.
So they get a new 24 here. Good job, Bo Outlaw in there, just mixing things up.
Armstrong calling the play, and he gives it to McGrady. Nothing complicated about this. Give it to him and clear it out. Left-handed finger roll won't go. McGrady slaps it to the floor. Cassell comes up with the ball, and a foul on Garrity. And he commits his 5th.
Andrew DeClerc already fouled out of this game, but Pat Garrity's loss will be a whole lot larger. So he has to really be careful here.
He's in there just fighting to get the basketball. Too aggressively. Pick and roll, Cassell and Robinson. Cassell gets into the lane and floats it in to put the Bucks on top, 114 to 113.
See if the Magic run something else here. Try to get a shot for Pat Garrity or someone. They're going to. They've been going to McGrady. There's the pick and roll.
McGrady, the jump shot this time is no good. And the Bucks get the rebound, up by 1 with 2:50 to go in overtime. Cassell gets into the lane again. Brown picks off the pass. 3 on 2. Armstrong back to D. Brown. He's got Garrity open. Blocked from behind by Cassell. Pat Garrity never saw it. Cassell for 3.
Now that's Irvin Johnson. Yeah, Irvin Johnson with the foul.
Foul number 40, Irvin Johnson.
Team foul number 2 on Milwaukee.
His 3rd, second team foul. Timeout, Magic. Orlando, timeout.
So Cassell never joined the fray defensively, and that turned out to be to his advantage as he blocked the shot of Garrity. Then he had an open look for the 3. Fortunately for the Magic, he did not make the shot.
You're right.
And Irvin Johnson committed a foul on the rebound. Well, the Magic trailed by 1 in overtime. In the overtime period, Orlando was 1 for 6 from the field. Milwaukee 1 for 3. Brown coming off the screen, wanted to fire it up. Team-up gets it to Garrett.
There it is.
3, no, 2 for Pat Garrett. Exactly on the line.
Exactly what I'm talking about, David. It might not be you, Tracy McGrady. It might be your pass to someone.
Milwaukee has been so efficient on offense. McGrady knocked it away from
that's off of Glenn Robinson's knee. That's off of Glenn Robinson's knee.
Somebody had to come up and make a big defensive play, and they might have to do it again. This Milwaukee team, so explosive and so talented offensively. Off the knee of Robinson. So the Magic have the ball and a 1-point lead. McGrady sets the screen for rather Armstrong for teammate. He takes it to the basket, scoops it in with a left hand. 40 points for McGrady.
Oh, it's been just a gorgeous game, hasn't it?
Unbelievable. As good as it gets. Allen weaving through the lane out to Thomas for 3. Rebound, guess who? 8 rebounds, 10 assists, 40 points for number 1.
Well, most improved player. He's going to get some votes for most valuable player.
Here he goes again. Spins it in with the left hand. He is putting on an incredible display tonight.
Well, tell you what, that timeout Doc Rivers called was huge, David. He needed a breather. He needed just a little bit of a breather. You have to force Milwaukee to use some time off the clock. You'd like it to have it around 10 seconds left before they shoot it. It's 21 seconds right now.
Well, you're right. One of the things they did in regulation was they scored quickly several times. Tracy McGrady, our sprint PCS player of the game. There's no question about it. Hudson on Allen. Leans into Troy Hudson. Banks it in. Another big shot by Ray Allen.
Oh, that's just an unbelievable shot.
He used 5 seconds off the clock.
Well, that's a little quick, but my goodness, that was just...
And they go to the well again and get water. Double team this time. Shot clock at 7. Brown driving the lane. Blocked by Allen. Taken away by Cassell. Flying down the lane. Cassell to the basket. Blocked by McGrady. Armstrong's got it. 24 seconds left. Armstrong playing keep away from Cassell.
And they needed just to keep running it.
And the Bucks commit the foul with just under 16 seconds to go.
Well, you need one of these. Make it a 2-possession game.
He does it at both ends of the floor, folks.
Can we say enough about what we've seen from him tonight? I don't know. I don't have the words, do you? The Bucks had a foul to give, so that too is a bonus for the Magic.
Goose, I'm running out of them.
I have words. Now the Magic have a timeout. If he cannot get this ball in bounds, call the timeout.
Oh, Cassell is just holding Armstrong. That should be 2 free throws for Darryl, but there's no call, and the Magic have to use a timeout. Cassell just literally had 2 arms wrapped around Darryl Armstrong, so he couldn't move. But you really have to look at McGrady for the Magic and Allen for the Bucks, 2 wonderful players duking it out here in Orlando, and the role players stepping up for the Magic have given them a chance to win this game.
You have to get the ball in bounds here, and the Magic once again have 1 timeout to use. Darryl Armstrong, of course, would be the guy the Magic would like to... Oh, Lindsey Hunter's just holding on to it.
Well, that's hard to understand, but McGrady does get the ball and the foul on Glenn Robinson. Armstrong has no chance of receiving the inbounds pass. But it turns out okay for the Magic. Robinson has fouled out of the game with 15 seconds to play in overtime.
Now, David, Tracy's played a lot of minutes. Played a bunch of minutes in this game.
50 of them.
We have to get 1 out of 2 here.
And even then, Milwaukee can score so quickly.
Yep, they do have a timeout left.
A long way from being over. McGrady using this opportunity for
George Karl's using this opportunity to make him think about it. There's some time he has before he puts someone in. Actually, that might serve as a good thing for Tracy McGrady. Lets him catch his breath here. First one is big. You want to go on and knock this first one down.
Well, the door's still cracked open.
Sure.
McGrady had made 11 in a row prior to that miss. Now the pressure really on.
Oh, he missed him both.
And the Bucks rebound and call timeout. 42 points. 14 of 16 from the foul line. He goes up there, needs to make one to give the Magic a 4-point lead and cannot do it. What a performance by McGrady. But he'd love to have those 2 free throws again. Well, I think you're right. They don't have to get a 3. If they get one handed to them, I'm sure they'll take it. But I look to see them try and score quickly also. They've got all of their offensive players on the floor, except Williams is in there, perhaps to try and get a putback if they miss. All right, Hunter will inbound. Looking for Cassell, now looking for Allen. Gets the ball into Sam Cassell. Cassell, an enormous three-point threat. Now Thomas, also a great three-point shooter. I think his foot was on the line. He missed anyway. And the rebound is to the Magic with 3.2 seconds to go.
Well, the Magic going to win this one, David. Who gets the ball? The Magic get the ball. I think this one's over.
I'll believe it when they get the ball in. And, well, going to have to make some free throws. Armstrong fouled by Scott Williams with 1.4 seconds to go, and it'll be Darrell Armstrong with a chance to close the door.
Okay, I'll take it back. I know you don't like me stepping out like that, so I'm going to take it back. Still 1.4 seconds to go. So I'm going to retract my statement. Okay?
I think you're right, but we'll feel a whole lot better about it if Darrell will just make one.
Just makes one.
Brady had a chance a moment ago to make it very difficult for the Bucks. Let's see what Armstrong can do at the line.
How about now?
I'm with you, partner.
Okay, thank you.
120 to 116.